Responsibility is a key part of OMV's identity. Responsibility for affordable energy, mobility and high-value materials for a greater quality of life. Responsibility for secure energy supply in Austria, Europe and beyond. Responsibility to society, to our employees and to our shareholders. And especially in times of climate crisis, responsibility for the well-being of our planet. OMV has recognized the sign of the times and introduced key steps in 2021 for the transformation of its business model. Steps to become a leading provider of innovative and sustainable fuels, chemicals and materials. The new ISO C4 plant in the Burghausen refinery produces chemicals and supplies feedstock for lubricants, glues and vitamin C and saves 20,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions each year. A new glycerin-to-propanol plant in the Schwechat refinery manufactures second-generation biofuels and feedstock for sustainable chemicals. The next stage of expansion of the ReOil plant in Schwechat will enable 16,000 metric tons of plastic to be recycled annually for the petrochemical industry from 2023. From 2022, OMV and Austrian airlines are set to achieve an 80% reduction in CO2 with regional sustainable aviation fuel. Divestments to finance the new path have been successfully completed, including the sale of the interest in Gas Connect Austria, the Wisting field in Norway and the filling station network in Slovenia. OMV has started its transformation from a position of strength. This is also demonstrated by the following results. In 2021, OMV achieved an extraordinary Clean CCS Operating result of almost 6 billion euros. This not only marked the highest full-year result ever recorded, but also embodies OMV's financial strength through its diversified portfolio from the production of oil, gas and chemical products, with an ever-growing focus on innovative solutions for a circular economy. In the wake of a favorable market environment and increased production, the exploration and production segment realized a clean operating result of 2.8 billion euros in 2021. The robust market recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, coupled with increased global oil and gas demand, led to an increase in oil and gas prices of 73% and 84% respectively. Oil and gas production in 2021 increased mainly due to a greater contribution from Libya. Rising production in the United Arab Emirates, Tunisia and Malaysia offset natural decline in Romania and Austria. Coming hand in hand with increased production, total hydrocarbon sales volumes also grew by 5% to 462,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day. Following an improved contribution from ADNOC refining, an outstanding retail result and rising fuel sales, the Clean CCS operating result in refining and marketing came in at a steady 1 billion euros. The positive operational effects were almost fully offset by lower contributions from margin hedges and gas logistics following the closing of the sale of Gas Connect Austria. Refining margins climbed by 50% to $3.7 per barrel, while sales volumes increased, reflecting recovering market demand after the easing of travel restrictions. Higher natural gas sales in Germany and the Netherlands led to increased gas sales volumes. The clean operating result of the chemicals and materials segment rose significantly to 2.2 billion euros due to a favorable market environment and the full consolidation of Borealis. Polyethylene and polypropylene margins increased by 67% and 78% as a result of strong demand and a shortage of import volumes. Polyolefin sales volumes were fairly constant at a level of nearly 6 million tonnes as the rise in the segment of consumer products offset reduced sales in the mobility and infrastructure sectors. Delivering on our progressive dividend policy during a historic year also means reflecting this to our shareholders with a record dividend of 2.3 euros. Over the years, OMV has proven its ability to master new challenges through innovation and dedication. Now it's time to redefine the business model and set sail on our voyage to the future, where the new OMV will expand its responsible approach to resources with a new focus on circularity and sustainable growth.